Kule ku village tulikuwa naishi bien, tena kama shaka na kitu. Tulikuwa na amani kabisa, tulikuwa na boga. Sasa tulianjaka sikia viola, tulikuwa najua viola njo nini.
Watatu wakaingia, waina kaingia.
Nilikuwa nasikia, lakini sikukuwa na sema.
Corporations use militias to protect mines. These militias use rape as a weapon of war. All the survivors, they leave.
Pour la première fois, je vois 1, 2, 3, 100, 1000, 10 000.
When I see suffering, you just want to shake the bullet. That's how City of Joy started.
Yes.
This is one of the thousands of unregulated, unmonitored mines in the DRC. It's crawling with children, working like modern-day slaves. A 12-hour-long day of punishing work may earn them the equivalent of £1. Although one of the poorest countries on earth, DRC is rich in minerals. But a history of brutal colonial exploitation looks like being repeated now, in 2017. Much of it's mined by hand, with rudimentary tools in harsh, potentially hazardous conditions. And wretched whether or not, the rush is on for a mineral the DRC has in great abundance, cobalt, and it's fast becoming more precious than gold. It's a critical ingredient in lithium-ion batteries which power smartphones and laptops. An army of children are at the heart of the mining production. Wearing no shoes and in the most wretched conditions, Dorsan is ordered to retrieve the sack he's forgotten. There's an urgency now. The rains make this dangerous work even more risky, and Dorsan's told in no uncertain terms he risks a beating if he messes up again. Dorsan, with Richard beside him, have worked all day. They're 8 and 11 years old. Even this punishing work doesn't guarantee enough for food. Dorsan hasn't eaten for 2 days now. This is what helpless looks like, and he's one of the children making millions for multinational corporations in America and China whilst they suffer in squalor. For this, they'll get maybe 8 British pence a day. The tunnels are dug by hand with no supports. They frequently collapse, especially during rain. The miners climb down using holes carved in the rock and no safety equipment. This most precious of minerals is often extracted and sorted by tiny hands. They don't wear gloves or masks, yet the World Health Organization says exposure to cobalt and breathing in its dust fumes can cause long-term health problems. We visited 5 different mines across the south of DRC and found all used child workers. Monica's the youngest worker in this group at just 4. But even those barely able to walk have lost their childhoods to mining. Natalie's 12 years old. The cobalt first mined here is then sold again to the Chinese parent company, which then supplies some of the world's biggest battery makers. And those batteries, with ingredients which originated in DRC, end up in, for instance, smartphones. It's an intricate supply chain which allows easy deniability for the multinationals making huge profits. An investigation last year by Amnesty found similar human rights abuses. Nothing appears to have changed. Most of these child miners will never own a smartphone. They barely survive from day to day. And many other children like Dorsan will be back again tomorrow, digging out one of the most sought-after minerals of our time for a pittance. Alex Crawford, Sky News in the DRC.
18-year-old Charles do this because they can't go to school. Many make a charge to cover teachers' salaries, uniforms or for learning materials. His father, Francois, says that it's hard even to get enough money to eat.
C'est pourquoi tupende kazi tu zaidi kama kutakuwa mashajima ya makazi nyingine.
It starts with the miners. They work for themselves.
With the final product, lithium-ion batteries, sold to household names in Japan, Europe and the USA, like Apple, Samsung, Microsoft, Sony and Volkswagen.
Fungamwaka, a mine in the east of Congo. These men work so that we can make telephone calls. They're mining coltan, which is indispensable for the production of mobile phones. The Democratic Republic of Congo is the world's second largest supplier of this rare mineral. Fungamwaka is a model mine. There is no child labour. State controls are carried out. Taxes are paid. Those in charge of the mine operate legally, and above all, there are no militia groups who finance themselves by smuggling resources. The long civil war is the biggest problem in East Congo, funded by the resource wealth in the ground. Good money here, but since the dream of new gold has come to an end, most of them just run up debts. The ore is separated from the sand with a shovel, just like in the old gold-digging days. The price of tin has dropped to €5 a kilo in the provincial capital. At least coltan still fetches €20. SESCAM, the national authority overseeing the mining industry, registers the minerals that leave Fungamwaka and seals the plastic bags. But local dealers immediately open the bags again. First, to remove any dirt and iron, and then to separate the valuable coltan from the cassiterite with the help of a simple magnet. This is where the control system breaks down and a grey area begins. Large amounts of minerals are transported from illegal mines to official mining zones at night. How can this be? That is why Miserio and other European development organizations are demanding action from the European Union. They want to see ambitious legislation that will break the links between natural resources and conflict. Businesses that operate on the European market and sell products containing conflict minerals should be held accountable for their supply chain. They should ensure that human rights standards are respected throughout, from the raw materials to the finished product. And they should cover the cost of this. In Fungamwaka, it's only the miners who pay for the controls. They earn less.